Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, and you may happen to notice that I am in a different background again. I would like to explain this because last last night I came home from my St. Patrick's Day party and discovered there was a gas leak in my apartment. Luckily, it wasn't a real big leak, but it was enough to where they had to shut down my heat completely. So I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna pay out of pocket to stay in a nice hotel for a couple nights, just so I don't have to deal with the fucking bullshit for 2 days. I'm hoping it will be fixed and ready by Wednesday, which is when I'm gonna be going back. But sadly, I'm really not holding my breath on it because of the track record of my landlord. But anyway, I'm hoping with all my heart that everything will work out and it'll be fine by Wednesday. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about my misfortunes at this point because I'm in a nice, really warm apartment. I mean, hotel. Hotel. I mean, just look at this place. I mean, it's nice. There's the bed right there. And there's like the air conditioner and heater thing, which is really awesome. I mean, it's a nice little room. Um, but I digress. That's not what this video is about. This video is about the fact that me and my friend Heather from work went and saw Oz the Great and Powerful tonight. And I wanted to address some things about this movie. Because there were quite a few things that were fucking annoying as shit. Okay. So first of all, rule number one, you do not want to see movies like this in 3D. It will completely fuck you up. Which is why I told my girl Heather, I said, please don't tell me you want to see this shit in 3D. And she's like, no, no, no. So we saw it non 3D. And I strongly recommend if you do feel the need to see this movie, don't see it in 3D. You've just got to trust me on this. Okay, so it starts out pretty much like the original Wizard of Oz. It starts out in black and white, and I'm like, seriously, you're really? And I was just like, okay, movie, I'll give you a chance. So I'm watching the wizard basically be a womanizing con man asshole, basically, the wizard. And his name actually is Oz. Or he goes by Oz. And I'm just like, ugh, cheese. It's like, would you like a little wine with that cheese? And then it's like he gets in a hot air balloon and he gets into a tornado. Because what happened was I guess he had this thing where he would give every single girl this little jewelry, this little music box, and say, oh, it was from my grandma and I wanted just you to have it. But he was giving one to every single chick. And I guess the strong man, his woman was one of the women he tried to seduce, so the strong man was coming after him trying to kick his ass and possibly kill him. But anyway, I digress. Once again, he goes into the tornado. His hot air balloon pretty much disintegrates into this whirlwind of. And then, of course, once he gets to Oz, of course, everything's in color. And the problem with Oz as a whole is it was way too fucking animated. I mean, it looked like fucking, like, what's a movie that went from regular to animation? Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It was almost like, seriously, it was almost that bad. It's like the backgrounds, it like didn't even look real. It's like okay, that's computer generated, that's fake, that's computer generated, that's not real. It's like they didn't use any real background. It was all up against a blue screen. It was kind of disappointing, because you really wanted to see some stuff that was real, or at least looked real. And then he meets the first person he meets is Mila Kunis's character. And Mila Kunis's character is I think her name is Theodora or something. She's one of the four witches, okay? I can't remember the name of the other witch, but there's four. I think there's four of them, but I think we only saw three. We saw Glinda, Theodora, and the other one. Yeah, I'll just call her the other one. I just can't think of her name off the top of my head. But anyway, so he of course does his jewelry box thing on her and flirts with her and blah 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 and says she'll be his queen because she's saying he's the great Oz the great and powerful and blah blah blah. He will fulfill the prophecy and blah 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 and then he fucks her over and then she gets heartbroken. Heartbroken. And this was the thing where I knew Mila Kunis's character was going to be the Wicked Witch of the West because she was crying, because she was heartbroken. When she cried, the tears singed her face, thus how the Wicked Witch melted in the original Wizard of Oz. Her face was like scarred because she had been crying. And so basically, they tell him he needs to go kill this Wicked Witch. So he's heading out to kill the so-called Wicked Witch, who really wasn't the Wicked Witch. She was Glinda, the Good Witch, who was apparently exiled by the other witch, whose name I don't know. And basically, when Theodora saw how chummy the wizard was with Glinda, because apparently Glinda is the pretty one, she got mad and she asked her other sister, who is the real evil Wicked Witch, to make the pain stop, and she did the stupidest fucking thing. I mean, I just want to bitch slap Disney for doing this, okay? She takes an apple. A witch holding an apple. Let me know if this sounds like any other movies by Disney that you might know. She's holding an apple in her hand. She's all, one bite, and it'll take care of everything. One bite. Witch holding an apple. Sound familiar? Well, unless you've been living under a rock, it was basically quoting verbatim Snow White. And it really, really annoyed the shit out of me. Major cheese. But anyway, she takes a bite of the apple immediately because, she's a dumb, heartbroken twat. And then she transforms from this beautiful Mila Kunis looking witch to the green, ugly, evil Wicked Witch. Okay? And it was just like, ugh, And then pretty much the rest of the movie was pretty much just like the same thing that every other movie does. They take a classic movie and turn it into Chronicles of Narnia. And so that's what it came down to. Blah, blah, the good guys won, everyone's happy, blah, blah, and the wizard lives happily ever after, and he kisses Glinda. And more cheese ensues. They actually go so far as to use the effect of his giant head as the Great Wizard of Oz, which was really fucking cheesy. I really wish they hadn't gone there. But they did go there. What you gonna do, right? One other character I really liked was there was a little China doll. She was very, very cute. I loved her. She was very cute. And there was a monkey, a flying monkey, who Oz, I guess he saved his life. So he devoted his whole life to Oz. And he stuck by him no matter what. There were a lot of, times where you thought Oz was being a dick, but he actually wasn't being a dick. He was actually being tricky, if you will, and whatnot. So, but, I mean, overall, I would say it was an okay movie. I wouldn't want to see it again. I wouldn't pay money to own it on DVD or anything. But I definitely think it was worth a watch. It actually makes me want to buy the original Wizard of Oz on DVD, or it makes me feel like they should re-release the original Wizard of Oz on the big screen, because I think it would actually bring in a lot of fucking revenue if it did. Because I'd totally go see it, the original Wizard of Oz, especially a double play, playing both of those movies back to back. That would be pretty badass. Ain't gonna lie, it'd be pretty badass. But anyway, guys, it's a little after midnight right now, and I'm hella tired, and I need to get up and go to my weigh-in tomorrow, which I really am not looking forward to because I don't know what's going to happen. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to gain a little bit or if I'm going to maintain or what. I really don't know at this point. So take it easy, guys. Bye.